thanks for being with me today as I go through my most recent book haul. In the past, some of my hauls have gotten a little bit excessive in that I will continue to buy books. I will put them on the ground in a little pile that continues to grow. I will put doing a haul off, and then suddenly I'm doing like an hour-long haul. That's not going to be the case today. We have a reasonable amount of books. I'm going to try and keep it like that. The first little pile here, these are books that I bought partially because I think the premise sounds really good, partially because they have either won or been nominated for certain awards that I do typically enjoy, such as the Pulitzer, the National Book Award, the Booker Prize. Doesn't necessarily mean if it is, has won or has been nominated for one of those awards that it's going to be good. It's just an indicator for me. Most of the time I end up getting something out of those. First book, we have People of the Whale. So this follows a man who's Native American. His name is Thomas Whitka Just. He decides to go and fight in Vietnam. I believe this book follows him when he comes back. He makes the controversial decision in his tribe to hunt a whale. And I think this just deals with him coming to terms with things that he's seen and experienced in the war, what happens when you go through that sort of violence, what it does to your psyche, hopefully healing. So that sounds really good. This was a Pulitzer Prize finalist. Next, we have Ironweed, and this, I believe, won the Pulitzer. I don't think I had ever heard of this before, but it's about a man who is an ex-ball player, part-time grave digger, full-time drunk. He's hit rock bottom. He's run away from Albany before because he killed, it says, after killing a scab. I'm guessing a scab, is that another word for like a police in this time? I'm not sure. Now in 1938, he's back in town. Next, this was longlisted for the National Book Award, and it's called Did You Ever Have a Family? This is about a mother whose daughter, okay, so the premise, it sounds like this. The daughter, like the day before her wedding, some tragedy happens. I'm guessing it's either the mother's wife, so the husband, he dies, or I don't know, she discovers him in an affair, something like that. And it says that she tries to escape her grief, and she escapes to a small Connecticut town. In her wake, a community emerges. So lots of connections. I think it might be sort of like my grandmother told me to tell you she's sorry. At least I'm hoping. I really enjoyed that book, so we're gonna give that one a try. Next, we have Red at the Bone. This author won the National Book Award for a different book. I'm not going to lie, I have no idea what this is about. I bought it because I read a book that I really, really enjoyed, and they used the term red at the bone a few times, and it sounded like they were quoting something else. I don't know if it's this. I don't know if red at the bone is a common phrase that I am just clueless of. I don't know. Next, we have The Singularities. This did not win anything. The author did win the Booker. What's this about? I don't know what this is about. Let's not pretend. I do really like the cover. And it's such a nice hardcover. See, this is why I have such big hauls. It's because I buy books like this where I'm like, oh, the author won something for their other work. That's good enough. What's this about? Who knows? That's why I have problems. Next, we have Black Leopard, Red Wolf, National Book Award finalist. I have heard really good things about this one. I have been wanting to read this for a while. It sounds like it's really unique. A Brief History of 7 Killings. This also has to do with African mythology, which I don't know a lot about, but I love learning different cultures' mythology, so I think this will be really good. Next we have Zori. This is a National Book Award finalist. This has to do with the Depression. A girl who I believe lost her parents, becomes an orphan in Indiana, goes to live with an aunt. I think the aunt also dies. She's just, I'm guessing, has a really tough life. And I think this follows her through a good chunk of said life, so yeah. And it also, there was a little thing, it compared the author's writing to Elizabeth Strout, which I've really enjoyed her writing, so if it's anything like that, I will enjoy this as well. Next we have Reading and Writing a Personal Account. This won the Nobel Prize. Ooh, won the Nobel. I was 11, no more, when the wish came to me to be a writer, and then very soon it was a settled ambition. So it looks like this takes place in India, the West Indian colonial society in which he grew up, and the foreign world of the English novels he read. Okay, it's an autobiography. Okay, that sounds good. And it's so short. That's what I need to do, is I need to do like a 24-hour readathon with just a lot of short books, just try and get through as many as quickly as possible, because I am behind on my my yearly reads. I'm quite far behind. And then last for our like book award pile is The Reluctant Fundamentalist. This was shortlisted for the Man Booker Prize. This is about a man who was born in Pakistan, lives in New York, specifically lived there during the 9/11 attacks, and I think it's just how different his life was before versus after. Next, little pile. I do have 2 Dave Egger books, which is so ironic because I have quite a lot of Dave Egger books. I haven't read any of them, and I have a gut feeling that he might not be an author that I particularly enjoy, but I see his books all the time at thrift stores. So I got How We Are Hungry as well as The Circle. So The Circle, this one does, out of all of his works, I think this one sounds the most interesting to me. A woman's hired to work for The Circle, which is a really powerful company. I think they're somehow a cult, or she gets trapped there somehow, becomes paranoid, not sure. I think they made a movie out of it, didn't they, with Emma Watson? Am I confusing that with something else? I might be. Next, let's do these 2. I was very excited to see these. So we've got The Dark Tower 2, as well as The Dark Tower 3. I left my Dark Tower books in... When I moved from Delaware, I left them in Michigan, so I don't currently have them. I did read the first one a few months ago, loved it so much, really wanted to continue, but I didn't have book 2, so now I do, and book 3, so I've got no excuse. Next we have Axiom's End. I think this is more of a sci-fi. What is with things falling out of these books today? Randomly there's a dime. Thank you. Is there any other money in there? That'd be awesome. Give me like $100 bill. Okay. It's about a woman whose father discovers that I believe some government made contact with extraterrestrials and are keeping it a secret. I think that's the gist of it. Voila. Next we have The Latinist. I bought this because I am planning on doing a Dark Academia read soon, within the next few months, and I believe this qualifies. Yep, it's someone's studying at Oxford. That's automatically a yes. I'm going to sound like a real idiot, but I don't care. How do you say this? The piscis? Piscis? It's a type of fish, right? I think so. I've got no idea how to pronounce it though. I hope that's right. This is about a woman, I believe she recently had a bad breakup. She runs away somewhere. Oh, she's dog sitting for somewhere, for someone, and falls in love with a merman. That sounds great. Next we have The Girl's Guide to Hunting and Fishing. I've heard really good things about this. This also seems like a nice cozy read. So maybe in November and December, I'll get to read this one. So it won't be sitting on my shelves for forever. Next book we have Night Film. Beautiful. This has been on my TBR for quite a while. I see it on a lot of horror thriller Goodreads lists, pretty high on those. Oh, pretty. I'm so easy to please with books. I'm just like, oh, there's a picture. It's beautiful. This, I believe, is about some famous movie director who hasn't been seen, I think, in public in a while. He's got really dark, mysterious films, and a few people try to find out, I don't know, his secrets or what he's all about, and I don't think it ends well for them. And the last book on the list, we have The End of August. This is a translated work. I really want to read some translated works. I've said that a lot lately, and I haven't read a lot of them, but I do have like a month planned. I've got a list of books that I'm going to attempt to get through. The author, National Book Award winning author. This could have been put in the other list, but who cares? It's so beautiful. I mean, it was $2. How am I supposed to walk by and not pick this up? It's so pretty. Hopefully it's really good as well. Yeah. Okay guys, those are the books that I've recently hauled. That's not too bad, right? That's doable. Did I get them all? We'll say I got them all. Let me know which one of these you guys are most excited for me to read, or if you've read any of them yourselves. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I will see you in my next haul, unhaul. I might need to have an unhaul soon, so I will see you then. Bye guys.